we live yet? It says it's offline for me.
Says you're live on mine.
Is it live for you? Because it's not loading for me.
It's live, but I only see the standby screen.
We're still on the standby.
That's what I want. So
Yeah, but it's live.
So welcome to the stream. Once again, for anyone who gets a notification or if you join later, this is for video purposes mostly. If you're watching on YouTube, it's Winds Incarnate and Myth once again, and we're bringing you a deck profile from AMA Collectibles tournament that we had hosted on the stream earlier. VOD may or may not be up at the discretion of Myth. Myth, you got anything to say for the intro?
I mean, you kind of started it off like another video from the White Shorts Club, but yeah, this was a pretty interesting tournament. Like, what can I say? Like, those some really good games at the end.
Yeah. Vincent, we can hear your rapper.
I thought
Wow.
Okay,
I thought I muted myself. My bad.
It's all good.
Okay, so
Still kind of funny.
Yeah.
No, that's just some extra ASMR to start.
Let's jump straight into the KonoSuba profile, which took first place at the week of the 6th of February in 2021. And let's go to that deck profile right now. So we currently have on screen the very enlarged version of the deck profile because I didn't fix this resolution. Sorry, give me a second. There we go. So now we currently have on screen is the KonoSuba who took first place. So if you could walk us through your lineup and maybe some tech choices that you chose and why you chose them, or fluidity or playstyle, like just explain this to us your lineup and then your reasons for how many you wanted to run to that.
Of course. All right. We have to start with this. This is honestly the reason why I keep playing this freaking early play with the swimsuit. People play the damn swimsuit without the package, which kind of triggers me. So I figure why not play it? And so it really helps me like with the mid game pressure, because usually this deck usually wants to just stay at level 2, but I also want to stay at level 2 and also keep the pressure on the opponent.
Mm-hmm.
This is really why I play this package, because I never see, well, I don't really see many decks run this at all, because like on paper it's good, but in practice it's like not that great according to other people, but I think it's really good. I really think it's good.
For sure.
And then,
what do you have next for us?
Oh yeah. Also with that package is this card. This Yunyun. So it early plays with this on board. So as long as this is on board, this is also another early play that just heals, but also gains power like 2k per copy on board. So it can get up to like insane numbers. Like it's always good to have like a giant beater. So that's usually what can stop a lot of early plays. It's just like pure power. Let's see. What else?
Let's go level 3s into level 2s into level 1s and 0s.
Yeah.
I thought I'll help organize this a little bit easier.
Yeah. So that's that package. I play this as a 1 of. I think most people would play it as a 2 or maybe 3 of, just because it's really strong. So like it's really like resource efficient. But I think just running it as a 1 of is fine for the direction I went with this deck. So I use it mainly just to call this out and potentially call another one out. I only play 3 of these. I think 3 is just fine. I think most people play 3 anyways. But yeah, I think just 3 of the level 3 combo, and then obviously just the early play Aqua is just like, makes the whole deck work, like period. I think that's it. Oh, and then the Fumio. The Fumio, like it definitely keeps. I keep it more for mind games. I don't really like try to get it out like at any point in the game unless like the situation is actually like convenient for me to use it. I did use it like probably twice today, But I know one time for sure, I think did make a big difference of making my opponent just eat straight damage like really, really early if like I'm behind. So that definitely helps me like just play the mind game and make them like think twice about playing greedy. Um, that's it for the level 3 lineup, and then we got the stock swap counter. So this thing, yeah, people usually play it as like a 2 of most of the time, maybe 3 of. So it's like you can afford to actually use it. Like um, I used to play it as a 1 of for the longest time, but I think 2. Again, like I play it for the mind games because like usually my opponent would think, oh, he just plays 1, but I play 2 just to make sure like play the mind game like, oh, I actually have it, and they wouldn't expect me to actually use it.
I think most lists that I've seen actually fully agree with the logic of you keep 2 in the list because also it's an event, right? You can't really get into it very easily.
Uh, no, I mean the only way to grab it is the level 1 combo, aside from going into it.
Oh, one choice I did notice that I've seen a couple lists run. They run the old 2-1 Slayer Megumin that has the
Yeah,
on reverse pay one salvage.
yeah.
Just wanted to know like what your thoughts on like where that card kind of stood, because I know you ran the Yunyun, which kind of early plays with the other Megumin. So it's kind of like if you need a Slayer versus if you wanted to use the level 3 Yunyun, what you thought of that option.
Yeah. So I considered it, but like, um, I don't think it's that great considering like I can afford to use so much more resource for something else. Use like half the time. That's usually that's why I don't use it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just considering that you just like can generate stock pretty good with the Yunyun, like
Yeah, like
the 3-2 Aqua. Yeah.
yeah, like usually like it's not that hard to build resource even without the combo since I do play the stock soul. Like I don't always try to play it whenever I have it in hand. So that's really like I can afford it. It's definitely a more greedy play style, but it actually when it works, it works.
Mhm.
And then the level 1 bomb, level 1 bomb, I considered never playing it, but then usually like there's just level 1s that I can't get over, and that's like really prominent in the JP meta. So I usually keep 2 of them just as the the tech. I would have played as a 1 up, but I feel like having 2 is just always a good toolbox to have. And then the 1 combo, like self-explanatory, generate resource. Even if you get 1 off, like you just pop off and are able to actually afford to play this top heavy lineup I have. Let's see. And then the top of free fresh and top checker. Yeah, so I play it. I think not many people would play it as a 2 of. I think if they ever play it, they play it as a 1 of, from what I've seen.
Yeah.
But yeah, they usually play the 1 of or never play it at all. But like, it's not grabbable by the Akatsuki. But like that doesn't really matter since I use it mostly for hand fix and like it's more of a win more card because of the free fresh ability to pay 2 free fresh. It's more of a win more like just keep tempo, like never take refresh damage, like since I generate a lot of stock with this thing. And then the Akatsuki, I think people play it as a 4 of since it's really good to just play over and just like mill through your deck. But I think the deck is fine the way it is when like going through the deck and just cycling through. But
Yeah.
just a 3 of's fine.
Yeah.
And then this one, all right, this for sure no one plays the Chomp Chomp Megumin. No one plays this.
So
Absolutely no one plays it.
could you give us the text as to what it does?
Yeah. So when this plays from your hand to the stage, you can choose one of your other adventure or magic characters and give it 1,000 power. So it can't give it to itself, but it's really good to like just pump that Yunyun, the extra 1K to just get over like most like 6 to 7K defenders, and like um another part to it. The other effect is when this card becomes reversed, you reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is level 2 or higher, you just add it to your hand for free. Just that's it. That's like
Good resource
free.
management. Because I
Yeah.
believe that the choice that I've seen that's similar is the snot aqua. That's like when it's reversed, top check if it's a 2 or higher, you send the aqua to stock is another option. I've seen like not too many of it, but like I know that there's cards like that that some people tend to run because you have a top heavy lineup. So you're kind of like, oh, if I hit the top checks, get free resources.
Yeah. I feel like just having like hand advantage is like a little more important. Like you know, it just depends on it just depends like the game state really like. But most of the time it's just like I value like hand size and just hand fixing in general.
Yeah.
But like it's good because like it helps me like manage my resource. Like okay, I have this card all of a sudden, so like okay, I have options whether or not I want to use it in the future. Nah, that's it for the. Oh, that was it. Oh, the drop searcher. Searcher is good. Just
Can't go
just
wrong
hand
with it.
fix. Yeah, can't go wrong. I consider taking it out, but like it helps out a lot when it's ever drawn into. And then there's the free runner. So I think 90% of decks played as a one of, 90% of it. But I think playing it as a two of is like, it's a good tech because like everyone gets climax flooded. And it's just good for that in general. Honestly, that's just my preference. Like I I wouldn't really notice the difference like if I don't play like two. Honestly, just one's just fine. But playing two is just more more hand fixed. Like I cycle through a lot of cards, so make sure like I get something with the cards that I have in my hand. Like every card has to have a purpose, and like this one definitely helps out in just expanding my options. And then the swimsuit. So swimsuit is just absurdly broken. It's so good as a level 0. It's a 3/5. You just can't play backups when you have this on board. But I don't really play backups in this deck. I don't have a single backup, so it doesn't really matter to me. Just the being able to revive itself when it's reversed, you mill level 2 or higher, like that's just so good. Like it's a free like +1 on board. Like you keep this card another turn, like your opponent has to expand more resources just to get rid of this card. Like early game, it's just so damn good.
It's a really problematic card to get rid of too, because using like bottom deck bombs or stock bombs sometimes like isn't always like a readily available option too against Megumin.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I've noticed not very many people have been playing bombs today, so that's definitely like this card just doesn't go away.
Yeah.
And the Resonate, I think people played as a 3 of the Resonate Yunyun. I think most people rather play as a 3 of, but I believe in consistency. Again, like this one just obviously this without this the deck doesn't function. So I rather like try to get to this card as soon as possible. Like yeah, people would put in the fourth Akatsuki or whatever to like get into this card, but I still believe in just normal vanilla drawing power. That way, just that's just one less point of thinking to like not go through to try to get this card in your hand while you play it as a 3 of. But that's my philosophy on like you know this kind of deck. I think that's it. Just play the regular climaxes as the 4 ofs. That's about it.
Sounds good.
Have any thoughts on like what you thought about going throughout the day, like
What you
matchup wise, or like things
Yeah,
that you felt like the deck was like doing pretty good, where you thought that there could be improvements?
Yeah, so I went in today thinking, I haven't played this deck in a while. It's definitely like my first like real deck that I cared about. So I was like, okay, this deck has been through a lot of changes since I first started building this. And today I was not confident that this will even do remotely well. But I was like, any deck can do well as long as you play well. So that's the mindset I had. And then I was like, okay, things just work out when they do, and they don't when they don't. So But definitely today's matchups were like what I expected. Just some heavy hitters that just showed up today. So all I had to do is just like just do what the just pilot the deck how it's supposed to function, and it did exactly that. There is stuff that I was considering changing that I saw throughout the games today. So I was considering taking the Chomp Chomp out, but I think it's fine for what it is. It definitely is a definitely free 3 slot of I can replace it with, and I recently did add the stock swap back as a 2 of you know just thinking about like other people's like play, the compression game, the memory compression game. Like usually like it'll help me just deal with more like standard meta matchups. But that's how I designed this deck around just hang out with the big boys. And it definitely did.
Nice. Anything you want to say to leave off since you did take first?
Yeah, just honestly I just had fun. It's just, definitely like this game gets really fun, like, just playing like just playing hard and just trying your best. Like it's really that's when this game definitely gets fun. Like, try harding is like, it gets to that point where it affects your mental, but sometimes it can just be really fun when the game flow just goes in like 10 different directions and ends in like the most absurd way. That's just how explosive this game is. So just had fun today.
All right. Well, there you go. There you had it. Just play better, be rewarded,
Yeah.
and try hard, but don't let it get to your mental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels good, man.
Myth, you got anything to close off with?
I think that's all I got for now for this one. I think we have our second place.
Yeah. So I'm gonna cut this. That way we can like not have to edit an hour long and just like a couple like 15 or 20-minute videos.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in for this one. Oh, geez. I don't know why my OBS is over here. That's not good. Thanks for tuning in for the stream for this deck profile, and we'll see you the next one.